friends, it's Jennifer here with the Color Express. Today we are working with oil pastels and we're making a beautiful bunny spring scene. So our bunny's going to be in the grass, tall grass with little dandelions, and it's so cute for this time of year. So grab a dark piece of paper and your oil pastels and maybe a napkin in case your fingers get messy, which they will. And then let's get started. Since this bunny is going to have a lot of detail, feel free to divide this project into 2 days. We'll do the bunny, and then on day 2 we can do the background. This way you don't get tired and you are trying your best the entire time. All right, so grab your white oil pastel and we're going to sketch out the bunny outline very lightly. So around this section here, which is about the middle and right side of the paper, I'm going to make an oval. Make like a little oval right here. Okay, so I'm going to give you a moment to make your oval. And then I'm going to make the ear that is closest to us. It's going to be, the face is going to be looking that way. So this ear is going to start here. Our bunny is very alert right now, so his ears are just sticking straight up. There's one. Very lightly. And then the other one is behind it. So it's a little bit higher because it's further away. So I'm going to start here and then follow that same curve going down. Okay, and then we could make the eye. We're only going to see one eye. Our bunny has a nice big eye. And remember, because this is a video, you could always pause it too. And the nose, just make like a little U shape there. There will be a little line here and a line coming down for the mouth. And then let's go ahead and make the back. So from the head, gonna curve down. So I started here, I actually went back over that line. We're gonna cover all of these white lines so you won't see them. Well, most of them. There's gonna be I'm just going to make some wavy lines here for now, a little tail back there. And then come back up here where the face is. Okay. It's going to be the front part of him. Now he's going to be sitting in the grass, so there is going to be a lot of grass that's covering all of this space here. So that's why I'm not even going to make those lines right now. I'm just making the back and the head. Okay. So now that we have that down, go ahead and pick up your brown. All right, now there's going to be just a little bit of brown. You could put it right on top of the white on the edge of the ear. And as with all of our oil pastel projects, we're going to be layering and layering colors. So for now, I'm just going on top of And I'm not making perfect lines with this. I want my bunny to look hairy. So I'm kind of doing a little bit of scribbling over these marks. Let's go ahead and scribble over all of those white marks. Now before I do anything near this eye, the top part of my eye is going to have some white hair. So I'm just gonna, again, make some white scribbles just on the top part of the eye there. And then I'm just gonna make this a little darker underneath. Near the mouth, there's also going to be some white, so we can make some scribbles of white in here right now. There's going to be some white fluffy hairs towards the back part, and see how I'm just making little lines here? Giving him some fur, some furry hairs there. You can take your white and lightly color inside the ear. We're going to put another color in here, so I'm just doing a light like a base coat here. In the middle of the ears there. While we have the white in our hand, let's go ahead and add a few little white scribbles on the back. Okay, now we can switch to our brown again. And we are going to, and again, I want these messy coloring marks. As I color this in. I'm going to overlap it a little bit onto the white. And then I'm going to be still coloring, it's almost like a diagonal direction down here with the body. Again, I'm overlapping it on top of the white. Sorry, I just realized I was shaking the camera. Now I'm going to go ahead and grab my peach. peach, we're going to go inside the ears. It looks similar to the white, does have a little bit of a peach tone to it. We're going to overlap that on top of the white, going on top of the brown on the very edge here. Same thing on this side. So the peach is getting filled in on top of the white in the middle of the ear, and then it's going on top of the brown part of the ear. I'm going to scribble some of that peach on top of brown here. And do you see how, I hope you can see this, my little scribbles are making it look even more furry. As we're blending in those two colors. I'm not going to go all the way to filling in the nose because the nose is going to be darker. So I'm going to leave that spot alone. Just doing little scribbles near the nose. He looks so cute. And now with the peach on that diagonal, put some peach ones. Over here, there's not going to be as many because I'm going to make it look like a darker shadow there. But every rabbit could look a little different, so if you already put some hairs over there, it's okay. All right, now it's time to pick up your black. And with the black, I'm going to be adding a little bit of shadows or black hair by the ears. And underneath. I always get so excited when I see a bunny hopping around outside. They're so cute. All right, so I'm putting some of the black hairs over here, and then we're going to go up just the edge of this ear too. Notice these are just a bunch of tiny little lines. Add some more of these top of the head. coming down towards the nose. I want to leave that little bit of white, that little white V underneath the nose there, and then I'm going to put a little bit of black above it. There's going to be a little line coming down. There's that line for the mouth. He is looking adorable. See, I told you our fingers were going to get messy. All right, and then let's go ahead and put 2 white dots in the center of the eye. One, and then the other one is a little bit smaller. Do that first because I don't want you to fill in the whole eye. So then we're going to do black around it. You could always touch up if you got a little out of the lines there. You can pick up your white, add more white to it. See how he's coming alive now? Now he has some shine to his eyes. I'm going to take my finger and I just want to smudge some of this a little bit. Just a little bit of smudging. All right, you're doing great. So we're still using the black. We are going to put some black hairs going this way. Now that I smudged it, I made a few hairs a little darker too. And then remember I said that this side over here was going to be darker. So here we go. All the way underneath. And then for the rest of it, so this was the most darkness on this side. But then the rest of it, I'll just put a little bit of black hair. Not too much. All right, so now, because I love, love, love layering my oil pastels, I'm going to take this color, the brown, again, and we're just going to do some more lines on top. It's going to smudge the black a little bit. Just kind of smudging all these colors. So just doing another layer. See what happens? I like the way that looks when you put the brown on top of the black. Smudge that around. Just gives it more of a blended look. And we can go ahead and do that with the head too. bit more brown up here by the ears. See, I'm just going back over that. And then let's do a little more white on top of all of this. So we're gonna make the tail stick out more. I'm actually pushing harder now, and see how it's messy. Doing another layer of white. Ooh, that looks pretty. And then on the back, where maybe the sun is shining on our friend, think of a name for your friend. Maybe the light is shining on him. A little more white on the ear, just on the edge on that side. I'm going to blend a little more white on top of the eye. Just want that white underneath the nose to stand out more too. I'm gonna wait to do his whiskers until the end because some of them are gonna overlap on top of the background. So we'll just wait on that until later. So go ahead with your bunny, smudge anything you want to. Do your final touches, details on him or her, and mine is a boy. And then if you want, you can keep going with the video or you can take a break. Okay, now it's all about the background. So we are first starting with our light green. And I like to take the paper off for this part because then you can use the surface of it. And I'm going to fill in and overlap on top of my bunny because he is sitting in the grass. And when you're doing this, see how it's wearing down on one side? You'll need to flip it over and then use the other side. So I'm kind of going up and down and in different directions, just like grass would grow. And again, see, I'm flipping my pastel over. Getting close to his face. Oops, and it's okay if it breaks, just pick up the biggest piece. Keep going. I'm going to go all the way up to about here. So I'm being careful when I get closer to his, oh, my paper moved, closer to his head. Now I'm near his tail, being careful. Sometimes it's a good idea to kind of do the outline first, like that. And then this way you don't accidentally color on your rabbit. Make sure you're on a nice hard surface for this. Getting close to his ear again. This part doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to put other colors on top. Okay? Okay, now find your yellow. And here we go again with some yellow in there. See how I kind of changed direction a little bit? A few of them can go overlap on top of the rabbit. Okay, keep coloring. It'll be worth it. It's a lot of work, I know. All right, let's find your white. If your white is dirty, you can take a napkin and just wipe it off. See, now it's clean again. And we're gonna make some little white circles. Some are bigger than others, some are smaller. There's nothing nice and neat about them. They're messy little circles. I'm going to make some off into the distance, but they're not going to be as dark, so I'm not pushing as hard. Just going to lightly put some in the back. Taking white and making these little messy circles. Some are bigger, some are smaller. In the background, they're lighter. They're not as dark. So I'm not pushing as hard when I get to the ones back here. I just lightly made a circle because they're further away. And then I'm going to put some yellow ones further away too. So go ahead and add your circles in the background. These are our little flowers off in the distance. Okay, then I'm going to take once you're happy with all of your little flowers, we're going to take the dark green. And with the dark green, you don't have to connect all of them, but some of them, and I'm going to make some dark green grass in the bottom here. Scatter some on the sides there. And then I'm going to leave it pretty light all through the back here, but above that I'm going to add dark green. So I'm just filling in the rest of my background with the dark green, overlapping it a little bit into this other color. Cruising along here, putting green across the top, this dark green. I'm going to do like 2 layers of it. Then I'm going to take my black, and only at the very top I'm going to put some black and pull down. I don't know if you could see that. So I put black, and then we'll do a layer of light green over all of that, okay? So I'm taking the light green, we're blending it. It's just doing a lot more blending it on top of the black and the dark green. See? Got like an ombre look going on here. So it's darkest at the very edges, the top, darkest at the bottom. And the middle is the lightest. To spotlight and showcase our bunny. Put a little light green on top of the dark green at the bottom too. And my friends, here it is. I hope you had fun today. And keep practicing layering colors and using oil pastels. It's a lot of fun. So here it is. We did it. I'm so proud of you. I hope you had a great time making your spring bunny. And I will see you next time. Bye.